meeting. If you could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we have all of our commission members here tonight. Additions or deletions to the agenda. We do want to add an action item as it relates to the fire marshal recommendation, as well as we are going to move the work-based learning students presentation up after the approval of the minutes. Are there any other additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, a motion to approve would be in order. Motion by Murdoch, support by Jerry. Questions, comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. Public comment. This provides 3 minutes for anybody in the audience that would like to come in front of the commission and talk to something that's not on the agenda. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to do so? All right, moving on. Approval of the minutes. We have the March 2025 meeting minutes. If you could take a look at those, if there's any corrections or modifications. If not, a motion to approve them would be in order. Moved by Bringars, or support?
Support.
Cornuffel. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. All right, Chief, work-based learning students.
Thank you. So this year we had 3 students enrolled in our Grosse Ile Township High School work-based learning program. These students come to the fire department and learn the day-to-day tasks and responsibilities of being a firefighter and EMT. They come with no experience, no knowledge. It's not exactly something that they think they might want to go into, but they come and try it out. Tonight they are here. They volunteered to come and say a little something about the program and how they felt about it, and I'll introduce them to come on up. Did you guys have a plan on?
And Chief, if you want, you can go to the other side of the podium with them as they present to us if you want.
Okay.
Sometimes being on that side of the podium is not fun. Gentlemen, you can stand up, and whoever wants to do their first presentation, more than happy to hear you.
All right.
And that podium, actually, there's a lever somewhere to the side of it, or to the, if you want to raise it, if it's too low for you.
I'm pretty short. I think it's alright for me.
I learned this the hard way.
It's got to get oiled.
Too tall. Hello, everybody.
And you have to talk right in that microphone, so pull that microphone right to you. You got to talk kind of right toward it.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to thank you for the opportunity to speak today. Our names are Nolan Barron, Isaac Miles, and Joe Keenan. We've had the privilege of participating in the Grosse Ile High School firefighting work-based learning program over the past half a year. We're honored to share with you what we've learned and experienced and how this program has impacted our goals and future plans. Through the work-based learning program, we've gained firsthand experience in the fire service beyond what a textbook or classroom could ever offer. From day one, we were welcomed into the firehouse and treated like part of the team. Under the guidance of Chief Roscoe and various members of the fire department, we were trained in fireground operations, equipment handling, basic first aid, and scene safety. We observed, assisted in daily station routines and training drills.
We began with foundational training in water-based rescues, equipped with Mustang survival suits designed to keep rescuers dry and insulated in the cold water conditions. We practiced techniques for safely entering the water, approaching victims, and executing effective rescues. These suits are essential for maintaining operational effectiveness in challenging aquatic environments. Our experience progressed us to vehicle extrication scenarios, utilizing hydraulic rescue tools commonly known as the jaws of life. We simulated car crash rescues. These tools, including cutters, spreaders, and rams, allowed us to efficiently remove vehicle components such as doors and roofs to safely extricate trapped occupants. The training emphasized the importance of precision and safety in high-pressure situations. We also focused on mastering fire hose handling and hydrant operations. This involved connecting hoses to hydrants, ensuring secure fittings, and managing water flow to effectively combat fires. Understanding the mechanics of water supply and hose deployment is crucial for maintaining control during firefighting efforts.
We trained on ladder operations using Engine 2. Climbing and maneuvering on ladders requires confidence and adherence to safety protocols. We practice proper techniques for ascending, descending, and positioning ourselves, preparing us for scenarios involving elevated rescues and accessing upper levels of structures. An integral part of our training emphasized the importance of maintaining and cleaning our equipment. Regular inspections and maintenance are crucial to ensure that all tools and gear function properly during emergencies. For instance, daily checks of the batteries in the trucks help identify any issues before deployment, preventing potential failures in critical situations. Adhering to cleaning protocols not only extends the lifespan of our gear, but also safeguards our health. It also provides a clean environment for everyone to do their work in. While maintaining equipment is important, maintaining our physical fitness is equally essential. The demands of firefighting require strength, endurance, and agility. Regular exercise helps us perform our duties effectively and reduces the risk of injuries. Moreover, physical fitness contributes to our overall well-being, enabling us to manage stress and recover quickly from strenuous activities. Incorporating fitness routines in our daily lives ensures that we are always ready to respond for emergencies effectively or efficiently.
And we would like to end by saying this class has provided the experience involved with firefighting and the opportunity to possibly pursue a future firefighting-related endeavor. Thank you to the fire chief, Ms. Deshawn, Chief Roscoe, and Dr. Carter for putting up with our appetite for knowledge and possible pursuit of a career, and the commission for allowing us the opportunity in the first place. Thank you all and have a good night.
Before you guys sit down, Chief, do you want to say anything and add to anything that they just presented?
So I didn't write that for them. They prepared that on their own. I just want to say this is the second year of this program. Last year we had 4 members. One of them actually went on to be a cadet in another fire department program. He's probably going to be a career firefighter. We don't always expect that from people. It's worked out well. Hopefully this year, we had 3 members this year. Hopefully one or all 3 go on to pursue a career or to come back to their community and become volunteer firefighter EMTs here on Grosse Ile. All 3 of these young gentlemen showed up on time. They were respectful, worked hard. Sometimes that's not easy to find in young men these days. But either way, they're going to turn out to be fine men, be successful, and I have a locker waiting for them if they want to come back. Thank you.
Questions, gentlemen, stay up there. Questions from the commission of these 3 gentlemen?
Did you like the cake I brought in? Was it good?
I do have a question. How did you first become interested in this?
You got to just step to that podium just so the people that might be watching can hear you.
So we first heard about it from the seniors last year who did the work-based learning program. We learned all about their experiences. They talked it up a lot, and it really, really delivered. So we all thought we'd give it a try, and it lived up to our expectations. It was awesome.
So you learned a lot. You learned how to work a lot of gadgets and machinery and
Oh,
different
yeah.
things, and useful stuff that you wouldn't otherwise know.
Exactly.
Stuff you
Yeah.
remember, whether you go on or you don't. Stuff you'll remember your whole life. So positive.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Mickey?
Didn't you even go into the water in the dive suits? Yeah. So that had to be pretty cool, huh?
It was awesome.
Did those actually keep you warm, or
Yeah, I was sweating when I came out.
were you really?
Yeah.
Who took you in the water? Who were?
I had parent authorization
Did you?
in writing.
Well, I think just from my perspective, obviously the coats that you guys are wearing and that logo that you're wearing, obviously some of you know former firemen that were on our department, right? Someone sitting in the audience, our former police chief, was also in the fire department. Obviously, this gentleman to the right, those men and women that wear that logo, there's a great heritage, there's a great tradition. The fact that you're wearing those outfits, it's hopefully when you walk around, you're proud to the fact that you participated and you learned something from them. So we appreciate you taking the time and effort to do it. As Chief said, obviously you can always come back to this fine community, and any way we can get you to serve in any capacity, we'd love to have you. All right. Thanks, gentlemen. Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.
All right, moving on. Chief, once you get seated, if we could approve the expenses for both March and April of 2025. If there's anything that you want us to go through as it relates to expenses, I know we're early on in the fiscal year, but please make note of it. And then if there's questions from the commission members, we'll surely ask those.
So no changes to the budget. The fire department stays within the budget with 2 millages. No money from the general fund. It is the first month of the budget year, but we're well within our budget for the first month.
Any questions of the chief by the commission? If not, a motion to approve the March 25 expense report would be in order.
Approved.
Moved by Cornful, support.
Second.
Bringard, questions or comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. And then we need a motion to approve the April 2025 expense report. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Bringard. Is there support? Support by Murdoch. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Moving on to action items. We have one action item tonight. Fire marshal recommendations. Last night we had the opportunity of interviewing 3 candidates to fill the open seat that was vacated by Chief Roscoe, becoming the chief of our fire department. 3 fine candidates. They interviewed them. They interviewed very well. Is there a motion in pleasure of this commission as it relates to making a recommendation to the township board?
I'll make a motion.
Well, go ahead.
Recommendation, fire marshal hiring to the township board, to recommend James Gatt for the fire marshal to the board to work with the township manager, compensation, benefits, education.
There's support.
I'll support it.
Support by Bringard. Obviously, this is a similar motion that we had with the chief. Obviously, a recommendation goes to the township board. Their next board meeting is this coming Monday. If it's the pleasure of the board to move forward with that recommendation, then Mr. Gatt would work with Derek Thiel to work on compensation, education, and anything else as it relates to benefits. There's a motion, support. Questions, comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried. All right, Chief, moving on, discussion items. We have the first item, Chief's report.
So the chief's report for April, it's first month as a fire chief. I do have some stuff I'd like to brag about. Currently, we're at about 250 calls for the year, EMS runs. It's not including fire calls. We're at about 60 night calls, which is up 29% for this time last year. On the 25th of April, at 11 o'clock on Friday night, we got a structure fire. In the next 36 hours, we responded to 2 more structure fires and 12 EMS runs. That was before noon on Sunday. On Saturday, some of our members didn't leave for 8 hours. We also had, on the following Friday, we had a mutual aid call to a structure fire in Gibraltar. 6 of our members responded to that at 2 o'clock in the morning. So we had a good working experience. Everyone was safe. No one was injured. We had a good mutual aid experience with our neighbor in Gibraltar. We had a job fair on the 23rd. We got 1 recruit. She started on, actually it was on April 5th, I apologize. She started EMT class on April 23rd. So she's currently in EMT class. We also got some funding from DCC, Downriver Community Conference. They're awarded us with $4,000 per member for certain trainings and equipment. That EMT class is going to be funded by them. We have 2 members finishing up Fire 1 and Fire 2. Fire 2 is going to be funded by DCC. Unfortunately, we do have 4 members just graduating from EMT class. Congratulations to them. Unfortunately, their class started before this funding was available. What else? We had a successful extrication training at the station last month. We'll also be ramping up our water rescue training. We had our annual driver training rodeo down at the airport. All members are required to do an annual driver training per year. We also have a annual CPR recertification. So the CPR certifications are good for a 2-year period, but we do it every year, so members are up to date and sharpened on their skills as EMT or on CPR. So we do that every year. It's not required every year. We also received 26 new pagers. For those of you who don't know, Grosse Ile firefighters and EMTs carry pagers on them to be alerted to any medical emergency or fire that they're called upon. We received 26 new pagers, high-tech pagers through Downriver Mutual Aid. Those will be going into service on June 1st. We awarded 20 scholarships to the Joe Miller Scholarship Fund through the high school. That was last month. And that is it for the chief's report.
Chief, 2 questions. When you say a driving rodeo, it might be good for the residents to understand what a driving rodeo is.
Sure. So it is better known as an obstacle course. There's a specific course you have to cone out with certain measurements and obstacles that they have to do. Each person has to do it in an ambulance and a fire truck, and they're required to do that every year.
How good was Chief Murdoch at driving the fire truck? How good was Bill driving the fire truck?
Sorry, somebody cut off my mic.
I heard he left that to others, so. Pretty much. And then, it might be good for you just to, I saw a picture of you. You were down at Comerica Park. Explain what you were doing over the weekend, because I think that's another thing that's good for people to hear.
Yeah, I think I was told to put that on the agenda, but I didn't. So every year, the American Lung Association does a fundraiser. It's called Climb for Air. And it was at Comerica Park this year. Firefighters, it's also open to non-firefighters, but in this case, it's for firefighters in full gear, and they climb up and down the steps of the Comerica Park baseball stadium. I think it's 2,000 steps altogether, and it raises money for the American Lung Association. So this year we had 3 members volunteer for that, and it was cold and rainy. So
and they were appreciative that you were cheering them on. So.
Yep. We do, somebody every year does it, so it's good. More and more, year after year, we like to get more and more people involved with it. But it is on a Sunday, and some people have other things to do. So, but at least we're involved. So I'm proud of them for doing that.
Understood. All right. Any questions of the chief as it relates to his report or any of the items under discussion items? Any other questions or comments from the commission regarding any matter? If not, moving on to public comment, it provides anybody in the audience to talk about anything that we haven't talked about yet tonight. You can come to the podium and give us your thoughts or questions or comments. Bill, anything?
No, sir.
All right. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Cornful, support by Bringard. Questions, comments? If not, all in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thanks for coming out tonight. Dawn, thanks for joining us now. You're back with us. We appreciate seeing you. Have a good night.